So what is going to be the cost of living adjustment for Social Security beneficiaries in 2024? Well, that is what we're going to be discussing in our Tuesday tips, so stay locked in. Hi, my name is Carson Graves, Certified Financial Planner and President and CEO of the Retirement Education Center. And I want to welcome you once again to our Tuesday tips, where today we're going to be talking about the 2024 cost of living adjustment. Now, the one thing that we know is that around this time of year, many Social Security beneficiaries are pretty excited about what their increase in their income is going to be for 2024 or the following year. Well, if inflation is prevalent, they can have a nice increase in their income like they did in 2023 of 8.7%. Or if inflation is subsided, then that increase may not be as large like we're looking at for 2024. And what we're seeing this year is what we're going to be talking about in our Tuesday tips. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Now, when it comes to 2024, what you need to know when it comes to the cost of living adjustment is that the Social Security Administration is estimating that it's going to be around 2.7%. Now, that may be disappointing, but you have to understand that the cost of living adjustment is about inflation. And so that does mean that inflation is becoming a little less of an issue right now. But they're estimating that that's going to be 2.7%. Now, the actual 2024 cost of living adjustment will be based on the third quarter inflation data, and that's extremely important. So those are going to be the months of June, July, and August. And then they're going to announce what it's going to be in October. And that is what the increase is going to be for 2024. Now, when it comes to Social Security benefits, the one other thing that you must note is that even with these cost of living adjustments, most studies have shown that Social Security has lost a significant amount of its purchasing power since 2000, even possibly a third of it. So we have to make sure that we keep our excitement tempered when we know that Social Security is falling vastly behind what the actual purchasing power is for most seniors. Also, if you watched our videos, you understand that when it comes to the cost of living adjustment, the estimates are based on what we know as the CPIW, which is the Consumer Price Index for wage earners. Now, what's important about this to know? Well, what's important about this is that the actual inflation rate that's measured by the CPIW was actually lower than the amount that most older Americans receive in their 8.7% cost of living adjustments. So what is that telling you? As I mentioned, the cost of living adjustments are just falling behind what the actual inflation rate is for older Americans. Another thing that you need to know is that the average monthly benefit has gone up. It's approximately right at $1,700 a month for most recipients who's receiving Social Security benefits. Now, with that being said, we know that inflation was severe in 2021 and 2022. And as a matter of fact, the average Social Security benefits actually fell behind by more than $1,000. So in the bigger picture for retirees, what does this mean? It means that older consumers are reporting little improvement in their household buying power. Just to give you some perspective on this, from January of 2000 to February of 2023, the Social Security cost of living adjustment was averaged at about 3.4% annually. Now, during that same period of time, the cost of goods and services that were purchased by a typical retiree averaged about 6.2% annually. So what exactly would that mean for a retiree? Well, in 2000, if you had $100 that you spent groceries on, that $100 in 2023 would have only been able to purchase about $64 worth of groceries. So you can see how this can be a huge issue when it comes to retirees and how they're going to have to manage their money in retirement, because the Social Security cost of living adjustment, although it's always a welcome thing, we must figure out other avenues in which that we can increase our income to make sure that we can keep up with inflation. So I really do hope that the information that I shared with you today in our Tuesday tips will give you some insight into what you can expect for the cost of living adjustments in 2024 as it pertains to your Social Security benefits. Please note that these videos are created for educational purposes only, and that you should always seek out your own financial advisor, your own tax advisor, and your own attorney regarding your personal situation. Also, if you are looking for an independent fiduciary advisor to help you with these types of complex financial matters, we highly recommend that you utilize the links in our description below and go ahead and schedule a 1-hour free consultation with us today. And if you found this information to be beneficial, all that we ask is that you subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share it with others.